California, if you absolutely love the COVID lockdown, if you like the COVID-19 shutdown with the economy and everybody staying in their home, social distancing and the mask, and if you just love this shutdown, David Moore, the Trotsky, is going to extend it until every single disease is cured. That's what the Trotsky's going to do. He wouldn't mind shutting California's economy down for decades, so we have a responsible and adult policy. John Robert Drake, he says it's okay to throw eggs at a person who defends slave owners. Is that what John Robert Drake has to say? In fact, he's absolutely right, though. You defend slave owners, and then fuck you. You get an egg thrown at you. Not just to hit you, just one thrown at you that, completely misses you. But yeah, you defend a slave owner, somebody gets to throw something in your general direction. Michael Loebs, he says he's not a socialist nor a capitalist. I'm not a socialist nor a capitalist. Wow, what in the goddamn fuck does that even mean? His holiness transcends economics. His holiness transcends economics. Michael Earlobes, he's not a socialist nor a capitalist. Why? Because he's a California nationalist. What's that mean? You're going to have a capitalistic system or a social system for the people of California? Oh, mixed. Both. You didn't mean neither. You meant both. Larry Elder, he isn't just pro-fracking, but Larry Elder is running against solar and wind. Me and Larry Elder, we agree on nuclear, but it's one thing to say that solar and wind won't produce all the electricity, that oil and gas is able to produce. But to say that solar and wind is a bad thing, to say to harness the power of the wind and the power of the sun and to turn those into electricity, that's a bad thing. Fracking is causing earthquakes. At least, solar and wind helps with electricity, and you can live off of solar and wind electricity. So solar and wind gives us as individuals to get off the goddamn grid. It gives us the ability to be independent, to be self-sufficiently independent. Let's listen to some Joel Ventresca.
Well, when we send more money to Washington and we get less money back, you know how that happened, right?
No.
40 years of Reaganism. So when the Republicans were in power, they rigged the tax laws to make sure that California and places like California were sending more money to the federal government than they were getting back. And of course, I'm all for equity, so whatever the states are.
Well, I mean, motherfucking Ronald Reagan is just fucking everything up, okay? So what we have here, we got the Jimmy Kimmel Show and we got James Corden. So I don't know where the hell Jimmy Dore is. Where the fuck is Jimmy Dore? Is Jimmy Dore going to do any of this? I mean, Ron Placone gave a half-ass video, but forced to vote, California could have got universal health care. Why? Well, Joel Ventresca's for universal health care. You got a whole bunch of candidates that's for universal health care. The Trotsky, Michael Loebs, John Robert Drake, a lot of people's for universal health care. So don't vote, recall the bastard and then vote for somebody that's going to get you universal health care. I think Joel Ventresca or David Moore would be my top two, but there's a lot of, really, there's Dan Kaplowitz. I even like that Angeline. I wouldn't mind if you, voted for Angeline. Now I want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel and James Corden because Jimmy Dore, my God, even Jimmy fucking Kimmel and James Corden had Gavin Newsom on their shows. Now, this is last year. James Corden is going to have, he's going to come in. They're talking about mask mandates. The first governor to do the mask mandates was Gavin Newsom. And then how California's population is as big as the 21 states combined. But regardless, James Corden did an interview with Gavin Newsom, right? They didn't completely ignore the recall vote. They didn't completely ignore the California recall or the state of California or the governor of California. Now, Gavin Newsom, he's even going to have a mask on. He didn't have a mask on James Corden's show back, in 2020. But May 27th, 2021, he had his mask on when he was on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. So that's this year. May, June, July, August, September, right? October, where are we at? We're in September, right? Okay, so 4 months ago. So, okay, what happened on this show? what would happen on this show is he says that, you know, June 15th they're going to open up the state. So June 15th he announced that they were going to open up the state. He still had his mask on. He talked about how they were going to have a brand new lottery. He said something about how they had $116 million to give away. They had a $15 million raffle, and they were going to pass out $50 gift cards. So, I mean, look at all this fucking free shit, $116 million, $15 million raffle, and then they said something about they're not just going to get brand new people, they're actually going to give this stuff away to people that's already got, you know, the thing. So this isn't encouraging brand new vaccinations. People could have got any of this money if they already got vaccinated to begin with. So what the fuck is going on here? He's passing out all this goddamn money. I bet you most Californians didn't get any gift cards or get any money from the raffle. But regardless, this is Hollywood. Jimmy Kimmel's in Hollywood. Studio 4H in Hollywood. James Corden, he's in, you know, where the fuck is Hollywood, too? My God, Will Ferrell, you know, where the fuck are you? Goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, goddamn Spielberg. Where the fuck are you, motherfuckers? Jesus Christ, you're about to lose your fucking state, you know? Why the fuck should anybody listen to a goddamn word about this is... So anyways, Jimmy Dore didn't say shit. So far, he hasn't said shit about the goddamn recall. I think it's because he wants Joel Ventresca to not win. He don't want Joel Ventresca to win. He don't want David Moore to win. He don't want any of these guys to win. He don't give a shit. He's got $3 million. He's fine. He's got health care. He don't give a fuck if, you know, Californians get universal health care or not. So there you go. I just wanted to mention that James, you know, both James Corden and Jimmy Kimmel, fucking big timers, right? Big time fucking motherfuckers are able to talk about the goddamn recall, but not Jimmy Dore. Where the fuck are you, Jimmy Dore? Where in the fuck are you?